Hello, it's Thea Daniels with R.A.W.Vlogcast, where we keep it real. We talk with authentic people who are willing to share their passion. Tonight, I'm with Volker Strifler. And so your fans are coming in already. So thank you so much for seeing me tonight. This is awesome. The crowd out there, you know, the cars are parked all up and down the street.
Right, yeah, it was just thrilling to see all these people come out. You know, I had no idea, and it just feels really good.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. So tell me a little bit about what got you started with playing music and the guitar. Was that your first love?
No, actually, I wanted to play drums really bad, but I couldn't get drums. When my parents wouldn't buy me drums, they got me a flute of all things.
The flute.
So how did I end up with a guitar? So it's kind of a convoluted story, but I bought a guitar from a friend who had bought it, and he was going to get into bass. Long story short, it was more of an accident than anything else that I started playing guitar, a particular instrument. But once I did, it just felt good. Everything about it, you know, I like playing music. I like being able to imitate. You know, I mean, that's how everybody starts to see people.
Who were you imitating?
Oh, at the time it was, you know, I was very much into. I was born in Germany, so, and I was born.
That's your name,
right?
Okay.
So you know, at the time there was this hard rock thing going on in Germany, the Scorpions. So they were like the big heroes because they had made it beyond German borders. It was like one of the few rock bands that ever did. It didn't last. That love with that music didn't last all that long. I met this American blues singer who had relocated to Heidelberg, and he had been there, I think, since the early '70s, and he was making a decent living playing blues. And you know, he was a piano player and singer, wonderful songwriter. And anyway, a friend of mine who played bass and myself, he saw us and took a liking to us for one reason or another. And so, you know, we started playing with him. We were just a couple of kids with this, you know, older gentleman.
How old were you?
We were, you know, 17, something like that.
You were kids.
We were just kids, and, you know, luckily in Germany, you know, at that time, you could be in a bar with 16 and drink beer. So, you know, we would play all these bar gigs with him.
Drink beer, play the blues.
We had no idea what we were doing, obviously. But, you know, he did to this day, I think back on things that he talked about and, you know, the music that he introduced us. And from there on, I was just kind of chased it all the way, you know.
Across the sea.
Yeah, across the sea. That's true, yeah. That was another accident. It was my now ex-wife. You know, we met in Germany, and that's how I came here about over 30 years ago. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I'm still here. So, you know, and I got lucky to play with some really good people.
I know you were up there with Andy Santana,
Right.
Andy Santana tonight, and the Blues Defenders. And
right. So, like I said, I've been just really lucky to have been, you know, haven't had the chance to play with people like that. So.
And you've had the chance to play the blues your whole life.
Yeah, I mean, that's always been kind of my passion. I mean, I do like other music as well. You know, I get into other things, but it seems like when I get down and write or pick up the guitar, that's pretty much when that side of me comes out. You know, it's just something that seems natural to me.
That's wonderful. So are there any interesting stories you'd like to share?
Interesting stories.
Fun stories. Something we don't know.
Oh my God. I am not a very interesting person. So
he thinks he's not a very interesting person. If you saw the crowd down here tonight, I think that they would think differently.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Okay.
It is very strange for me that I ended up in this place, you know, playing for people, because I'm not, by nature, not terribly outgoing or whatever, you know. I don't. So that part of it has always amazed me, you know, that I could do that, and it's been just a gift that I'm grateful for. You know.
So are you kind of an introvert then?
I guess I would say that, yeah. When you know, private, when I'm pretty much, yeah. I'm not like a recluse or anything, but just normal, I guess, is the word.
He's a normal music man.
Normal music guy, yeah.
I love it. It's an interview.
Yeah. I've always had a day job.
Okay, what's
You
your
know,
day job?
I'm a construction manager for a nonprofit organization. We build affordable housing, so that's what I've been doing for the last few years, and before then it was mostly construction related. So there's always been that parallel, but I've also gotten the chance to travel with bands, you know, in Europe and stuff. So it's been that part of it's been really nice to be able to do that.
So a lot to be grateful for. You've gotten to
Absolutely.
play your music.
Yeah,
You've gotten to travel.
and I got a paycheck.
You've fallen in
while I was-
love. You get a paycheck, and you're in service. You're in service
I
too.
guess, yeah. It's a good place to be in. So.
That's wonderful. So, any words that you live by? Maybe something you've written that you'd like to share with the audience.
I don't know if I have any great wisdoms, but
Well, maybe how is it that you gave yourself the freedom to be able to kind of live a life of a
well, I
music
think
band?
in some ways, you know, moving away from my home, you know, it is hard. It's a difficult thing to do, but it also sort of kind of frees you up from the person you were as you grew up. So, you know, there is that. I think that was probably part of it. I got to pick that part of me, you know. That's
Okay.
yeah.
So go out and live your dreams. Find
Yeah.
out who you are.
Right, and it's not always easy.
No, it's not.
And usually, yeah, it's not always easy. Let's leave it at that.
Okay, well, we can wrap it up with that, but it's not always easy, but it sure seems like you have a good time.
Now I do more so than ever, I have to be honest. You know, the older I get, the more I appreciate, you know, what I'm doing, especially like tonight. I had no idea this was going to be like this, you know, so just to see how enthusiastic the people were, and the band was great. And,
You fed us,
you know,
we fed you.
Right, exactly. So it was really, that's what we hoped for. That's what I hoped for, you know, so.
Now that's a good way to wrap it up. You haven't had your best day yet.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Do I get to publish this?
If you want, sure.
Absolutely, I want to. And that is a wrap. Cheers, everybody.